Hi YouTube fam. Welcome to my channel, Sarah Elizabeth Glute Health. Today I am doing a glute workout and I thought I'd take you along to show you what exercises I do to train my glutes. I am preparing to do a bikini competition in 6 months, and as an aspiring bikini competitor, having a firm, tight-setted glutes is one of the most important things. Judges are looking for balance, and so everything matters. All of the body parts matter. It's a full package, but even though I've been doing squats for many years, I've never really devoted a complete workout to just doing specifically glutes. So I started to train specifically glutes at least once or twice a week. So I'm going to take you along for this workout, and hopefully you enjoy it. So this is audio, Sarah. I'm just gonna talk a little bit about the exercises that I chose. So the first exercise I chose to do was the abduction machine, and I'm leaning back on the seat, so it's working pretty much the full glute. And I started out with a pretty heavy weight. I didn't really do any warm-ups on this exercise, but it's one of the easier exercises to do, so it kind of warms up my glutes as I go. And I'm leaning back, and so I did 3 sets of that, and then I did the abduction machine again for my second workout, only this time I'm leaning forward, so it's working more of the upper glute. And I did 3 sets of 10 to 15 with a little bit heavier weight leaning forward. So just remember to breathe in and out, exhale on effort and inhale on releasing the weight. So exhale on effort. So when you're pushing the weight, you want to exhale, and when you are releasing the weight, you breathe in again. So breath is really important because you want to deliver that oxygen to the muscles as you're working out. So and the third exercise I chose to do were squats. Squats are a harder exercise. I did 25 pounds on each side, and I remember one of my trainers back in the day told me to go as low as possible on my squats. So I reduced the weight, and I've been squatting, they say, ass to the grass. So it's really important to do the full range of motion and try to go as low as you can before coming back up again. So again, I did 3 sets of 10 to 15 with 25 pounds on each side. And then I went on to cable kickbacks. So I have an ankle strap on my ankles, one on each ankle, and I'm kicking backwards and really focusing on mind to muscle connections. So a lot of the times I will tell myself mind to muscle connection, focus on your glute. Because in this instance, obviously, I'm working glutes. So just to kind of reset the whole exercise, I say mind to muscle, I'm working glutes, and I do my best to focus on glutes. So of course, I'm doing single leg kickbacks. So now I'm doing my other leg, my other glute, I should say, but with the other leg, kicking back. And I think I did about 10 to 15 again. Reps on each set, and I did 3 sets per leg. And really focusing on the muscle and really focusing on the breath and doing the movement correctly. I wasn't using a lot of weight. You don't need a lot of weight. You just need it to be challenging. And so, yeah, the next workout I did was hip thrusts on the hip thrust machine. I did 55 pounds on each side. And I did 3 sets of 10 approximately. The weight was a little heavy for me, so I think I did about 10 reps per set, and really squeezing up at the top of the exercise. So like coming down as low as you can without touching the ground, and then thrusting your hips all the way up and kind of squeezing at the top, squeezing your glutes at the top, so that you can really feel the muscle as you're working it. And again, mind to muscle connection is key. So whenever you feel like you're kind of losing your focus, again, tell yourself mind to muscle and tell yourself what muscle you're working out. The next exercise I went on to was they're like split squats, but it's like a curtsy kind of. I'm not exactly sure what you would call this exercise, but I did a glute workout with my partner, and we did these exercises, and they work the glute hamstring tie-in. So where the glute meets the hamstring, there is a tie-in muscle there. And for bikini, a lot of the pros you will see have very defined glute hamstring tie-ins. So it's something that I need to work on as far as my physique goes, so that I can be successful in my bikini competition. I'm really working on that glute hamstring tie-in on this workout here, this curtsy single leg lunge, I guess you could call it, or a squat. So you can't see my full leg. So I decided to take another video where you could see the direction that my feet are going in. So if you want to try it yourself. So this is a lower video of what my feet are doing in these split squat curtsy lunges for the glute hamstring tie-in. And you really want to put all the weight on the leg that is not curtsying. So you want to focus on the glute, and it's not pushing back up with your foot, it's pushing back up with your glute, if that makes sense. So you're not using your foot to propel yourself back up, you're just using your foot as a balance, and you're using your glute to cause you to have the strength to come back up again. So I was using 15-pound dumbbells, but you could do them without dumbbells, or you can do them with 5-pound dumbbells or 10-pound dumbbells, or if you're really strong, you could go higher with the weight, obviously. And so the next exercise that I did was barbell deadlifts. So I didn't use a heavy weight. I used 30 pounds to warm up, and then I went up to 40 pounds. But if you have never done this exercise before, it might feel like you're not doing anything at first, but the next day you could be very, very sore because you have never used that glute hamstring tie-in. Again, this is an exercise for the glute hamstring tie-in. So if you don't use that muscle, even though it might seem like a really easy exercise at first, that's what I thought as well. And the next day I was very, very sore on my backside. So it's actually a really good exercise. It's like it's not a stiff leg, it's just like a bent knee deadlift. And then I did hyper extensions, again focusing on the glutes and the glute hamstring tie-in. I believe this was my last exercise, and this is another one that if you haven't done it before, it will be really challenging. I'm only starting to build my strength up as I've been doing this glute workout, so eventually I'd like to maybe add hold a plate in my arms as I'm doing this workout, but focus on the glutes and the hamstring tie-in. And I think I did 10 repetitions per set, 3 sets. Hi, so I'm in the car now, and I just finished my glute workouts. I did, I think, 8 exercises, 3 sets for each exercise, and each set about 10 to 15 repetitions. So it was an early workout today. I think I worked out from 9 to 9:45 or 10 past 9 to about 10 o'clock, a 45-minute workout. So quick and easy. I am not gonna lie, I did not feel like doing that workout today, but I did my best, and that's the most important thing, is just to do your best every time you go in the gym. And you know, listening to my music really helped. I have a bikini competition playlist that I created. It's about 45 minutes long, so I just listened to that while I was working out. And now I'm gonna get on with my day. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you have any questions, feel free to ask me the questions and I will get back to you when I get a chance. If it's your birthday this week, happy birthday, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.